Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I say, welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm your host, Dante Payne, as we about to embark on another exciting week of sports. We got baseball, football, basketball, and it's not just your typical podcast, it's your podcast for sports and music. So what better way to start off Dragon Sports Live? Those who are new to it, vibe with it, rock with it. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts. This is Dragon Sports Live, and I am Dante Payne. And we're going to start our show off right with Lamar Creation, Gawk here on Dragon Sports Live. Now, any music that I hear is from you, so we can get your songs out there. Not intended for any copyright infringement or anything of that sort. Just to support and show that your music will be heard by others. So without further ado, let's give you some Gawk by Lamar Creation here on Dragon Sports Live. Let's get it.
You know I like it when you get to taking it off. I love it when you get nasty, when you're drunk. She like the sick when she drunk. I like the fuck when I'm drunk. You put your hair up. Cause I like that. Jill Scott on the mic, yeah. Get into it right here. Shawty never fight fair. She'll suck it to the night here. Into the morning,
She got that sloopy, droopy, 10 fingers all on her booty.
all of her booty.
She got that ooey, gooey, her mouth it feel like a Uchi.
She got that girl. 2 hands while she making it cry. She got that 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 girl. 2 hands while she making it cry. She got that she got that she got that she got that Shawty a demon, throw like a goat, never choke on the choke. If you knew how she did me last week and somebody called Ripley's, you wouldn't believe it. My baby is nasty. Match my freak. Choke hold that throat deep. I'm buckling my pants while I'm in the front seat. Yeah, I like that. She'll skirt on the mic, yeah. Get into it right here. Shawty never fight fair. She'll suck it to the night here. Into the morning.
She got that sloopy, droopy, 10 fingers all on her booty.
That booty, that booty, that
She
booty.
got that ooey, gooey, her mouth it feel like a Uchi.
She got that girl. 2 hands while she making it cry. She got that 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 girl. 2 hands while she making it cry. She got that she got that she got that she got that no reflex. Give me that cock every time we sex. The things she can do with her tongue. I'm tryna get in your lungs. Slurp it out loud till it's done. I'm tryna feed you my son. She got that girl. 2 hands while she making it cry. She got that
No, she got that.
she got that
No, she got that. No, she got that.
She making it cry.
Got me throbbing, my God.
She got that
She got the
kick and stand off. Karate kid, I'm back, y'all. Call me Manny Pacquiao. I just got my sandpot, cause I found the real cross. I found that real blood. Jesus died for me on the tree. Hit a 1-8 and on Krispy Kreme. Red and green. Quiet like the snow. Hard like the beam. Coffee cream. Married to my face. Peanut butter cup. It's a ring. Forgiato rim. Straight and narrow road to the king. Hit unto my sin. Washed away my pride. Mr. Clean. I'm a newborn. Forget about the haters. Blind the hater. Wait the 808. Stay with the savior.
I've been feeling like a track star, no label, ain't on. Boy tight like a fancy, he just wanna act smart. Told him that we walk deep, pull up in a black car. Do it off a crazy, boy, I'm feeling like a rap star. I've been feeling like a track star, no label, ain't on. Boy tight like a fancy, he just wanna act smart. Told him that we walk deep, pull up in a black car. Do it off a crazy, boy, I'm feeling like a rap star. I slide, you slide, we slide, get holy, get holy. Get holy, get holy. Yo, give me a funky ass bass line.
We're gonna do this for the real ones.
Jake Beats on the
You
track.
dig?
Ladies and gentlemen, that last song was Schema Boy, Get Holy, and KJ Twin. Holy Boys EP out now. Be sure to check it out. That was Schema Boy. Okay, there we go. For some odd reason, my camera went to focusing on everything else except me. It had me all blurred. But yeah, that last song was Schema Boy, Get Holy, on Dragon Sports Live. We got music from all over and all types of music here on Dragon Sports Live. So be sure to keep rocking with us as we get it cracking just like that. It's been a very exciting week for baseball. You dig? Very exciting week. We're gonna start out with Shohei Ohtani, the two-way superstar, has a 87 pitch count, completed 5 innings for the first time all this season. Clap it up for Shohei Ohtani making another milestone, because as he's been back on the mound, he's been balling. He has, I believe, 45 home runs on the season thus far. He is doing his thing, infield or outfield, no matter where. And he throwing it on the mound again. So that is a good thing for MLB. Mets pitcher Nolan McLean is the first Mets pitcher to win 3 MLB starts. Keyword, first Mets pitcher to win their first 3 starts. And also, Mets pitcher Jonah Turner wins his debut in a 19-9 win versus the Marlins on Friday. And he's 9-13. They won 9 of 13 games. So the Mets been on a tear. They even beat the Tigers today 10-8. So they tearing it up. They just ripping things apart right now. Like, they definitely ripping things apart. Mets are currently on that big win streak right now. Well, it was broken, but it was 9-13 in their last 13 games, and then lost one. Now they start up with a big win today. So they had that big win over the Twins, and who I was saying, the Mets, they in a position where they're fighting for basically that number 1 seed in the wild card. So we gonna keep a lookout on that, keep watching on that, how it go. Another close race is the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. That's in the NL Central. The Brewers are top in the leaderboard right now. They're 85-53, but the Cubs are 6.5 games back behind the Milwaukee Brewers. They had 78 and 59. So it's like, yeah, they got one of the best records, but can they withhold it? Can they sustain it? Like I said, 6.5 games. Now both of these teams are 5-5 in their last 10, which is a true point. Right now, the Chicago Cubs are losing right now in the bottom of the sixth against the Atlanta Braves. And with Chris Sale back in the he back in the lineup after 2 months on IL from a hand injury that he suffered. So after 2 months on IL, he's back in the lineup. Now I'm not sure if he's pitching today, but he's definitely in the lineup. So he's definitely in there. Let's keep a lookout on that. Right now we got Stratton pitching versus Kelly right now. So keep watching that. Keep doing that. Rangers rack up 22 hits, 4 home runs, in a 23 rout of the Angels. Now, I seen that. I was like, that game was over with from the moment it started. Like, ain't no coming back. It's a possibility to come back for that, but that means everybody's hitting home runs. As soon as you come to the plate, home run or get on base, and then grand slam. That's the only way you're gonna be able to come back. Other than that, ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no coming back from that at all whatsoever. They got mollywopped. It is what it is. Yeah, they got mollywopped. So we'll keep it moving with that. Red Sox release pitcher Walker Buehler, who's 31 years old, 7-7 with a 5.45 ERA in 22 starts. But the moment that happened on Friday, and Walker Buehler, excuse me, Walker Buehler just got picked up again. So, whew. That's a crazy turn of events if you think about it. I just got waived and I just got picked up. Same thing happened with Carlos Santana. Guardians released first baseman Carlos Santana, which was a joint decision by him and the team, but he ended up getting picked up by the Chicago Cubs off waivers. So pay attention to these teams as they are making that playoff push. Because I definitely seen like he got picked it up real quick. Both of them. Walker Buehler got picked up real quick, and Carlos Santana got picked up real quick. So keep in mind, pay attention. Playoff push, it's coming. It's here. You gotta think about it. We got some record setters. We got people coming off injury lists. So it's like, it's there. And when the Red Sox released Walker Buehler, they finalized a $13 million deal with a 2027 option with Adoros Chapman. And so that was a move that they made. And yeah, I don't even know where to even begin with that. So now you got Mason Milliard, the 27-year-old. Chapman, who earned his 8 All-Star selection this season, entered Monday with an average fastball velocity of 100.9 miles per hour, and he's thrown 156 pitches of 100 miles per hour or higher. He's 6 in the majors behind 27-year-old Mason Miller, Daniel Palencia at 25, and Johan Duran 27, Hunter Green 26, and Self Vorsen at 25. Pitchers Garrett Crockett, Greg Wesley, and Brent Burr, and young star Roman Anthony were among his teammates at the news conference. So, for him to be still throwing that heat like that, oh yeah, it's going down. It's definitely going down. But yeah, y'all gotta pay attention to these transitions and everything that's going on, cause it's going down. Ooh. Somebody crashed into something. I just heard a loud thump, but it's all good. Neither here or there. Giants pitcher Randy Rodriguez needs to have the Tommy John surgery so he will end his season. He's done for the rest of the season. Jays pitcher Yamir Garcia is done for the season. Also needs elbow surgery as well. So we got a lot of injuries that are taken away, but we got a lot of people coming back as well. So big ups to the people coming back off injury list. So big ups to them. And some of those people that's coming back from the injury list. So you got Dodgers are getting some more relief back. They activate Michael Kopech, Hae-Sung Kim off the injury list. Ha-Sung Kim was claimed by the Braves off waivers from the Rays. And more. Montgomery, Merrill home runs and Ballman and Tyson RBI doubles lead White Sox past the Twins 6-5. So, like I said, it's many people coming back. Playoff push is on, hot and popping. Soto hits a grand slam, triple A spark with the Mets. So he does that. all these artists on Spotify, SoundCloud,
We're gonna do this for the real ones. Real music. Rest in peace, DC.
Time's ticking, get rich, my nigga. Get rich. 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 24 hours a day, what do? I get the cake. I'm in my lane, I made the path I see. So clear as day, they riding my wave. I see the bag, I don't see you. Familiar face. If money is brought up, I'm listening. 20 bands for jewelry, I'm glistening. Getting started, and I'm getting it. Her ass is fat, and I'm tipping it. I ain't no trick, but I'm tricking it. If she a freak, then I'm hitting it. My time is ticking, this money I'm getting full speed. I flip the switch or go harder. I need the crown, I need the trophy, I need the plaques. No cosigners. Less than niggas going harder than me. They sleeping on me like they just popped the pee. $1 million, they eyes are on me. They thirsty for gossip, they just want the tea. My tea high, kettle pie. Money make me do the milli rock. Rich sex, private yacht, private jet, cockpit. Riding it, slurp it up. Finish quick on some thought shit. I'm a star, he on some rock shit. His tongue like kiss when he lick it up. He make my pussy pop quick. And then he took me shopping. He put a rock on it, that's 50 bands. When they see my finger, they just sit and stare. Time's ticking, get rich, my nigga. Get rich. Time's ticking, get rich, my nigga. Get rich. Time's ticking, get rich, my nigga. Get rich. Time's ticking, get rich, my nigga. Get rich.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. That last song that you just heard on Dragon Sports Live was Tassar Petteris, Get Rich. And speaking of getting rich, we did get some extensions that was handed out this past couple days. Where do I start? We gonna start with the Steelers. So their starting running back is getting a 2-year. Jalen Warren signs a 2-year extension with the Steelers. That's going to take him to 2027 season. And the deal includes $12 million guaranteed. The deal also includes a 5.95 signing bonus. Warren's paid from $7+ million in 2025. He was due 5.36 on a restricted tender. So, big ups to him on that. More money and do your thing. Warren is the first rookie to join the team in 2022 to get an extension. Of the 7 draftees that year, which included quarterback Kenny Pickett, wide receiver George Pickens, only 2 remain on the roster in wide receiver Calvin Austin and fullback tight end Connor Hayward. Pass rushing McMarvin was a cut down day casualty, but he was signed back to the practice squad last week. So, he's there. He get that extension. He got paid. He gonna keep him moving. It is what it is. He just got paid. So now, he gonna do his thing. Another person that we might, who's been cleared, so we might see him this upcoming week. Because keep in mind, guys, football starts this week. Like, literally, Sunday. We're going to have our first game, week 1, where we have the Las Vegas Raiders taking on New England. That's how we getting week 1 started. And speaking of the New England Patriots, my team, I'm still a Patriots fan, even if Tom Brady or Belichick not there. I've been a Patriots fan. So Patriots was climbing Tommy DeVito off waivers, but they released wide receiver Ginger Bourne as well as safety Jabril Peppers. Now, they released a veteran safety because they got younger talents who's just as good. They was trying to find a trade partner for him, but they couldn't find a trade partner, or it just wasn't, they weren't speaking the right numbers for or offering the right things for the Patriots, so they didn't take this year. But they ended up releasing him on that note, in that regard. And we're going to see where it goes from there, because we do got some very young, talented safeties and cornerbacks on the team. So we'll see how that goes. Kendrick Bourne might get picked up or added to somebody's practice squad and then up to the regular roster. We don't know. We shall see. We definitely shall see. The Chargers running back Najee Harris was cleared for contact after eye injury he suffered during the 4th of July. So he's cleared for contact. So you might see him play in their first game as well. Rams Matt Stafford to start Sunday versus the Texans. So he's back, expected to start. He's back. Juwan Jennings practiced for the first time in 36 days for the 49ers. And we do not know who's going to be the QB number 2 for the Giants. Would it be Winston or would it be Jackson Dart? Jameis Winston or Jackson Dart? J-Dub, JD. Brian Daboll is not saying, and we won't know until probably game day if he's not saying now. Texas also are expected to get Sauce Gardner-Johnson, or C.J. Gardner-Johnson back. He will play Sunday, as well as Travis Hunter and Trevor Lawrence for the Jaguars. The wide receiver cornerback and Travis Hunter is rolling at full speed for week 1 and is looking forward to playing in that first game. After he just had a son with him and his wife just had their child was born a couple days, but he is ready and there. And like I said, they'll be monitored, probably a little bit of limited, but they'll be monitoring them this week and all next week. We'll see what's going on with that. Because, like I said, football starts Sunday, guys, so let's keep that in mind. Yeah, let's keep that in mind. That they start September 4th is going to be our first game. That's Thursday. That game is going to be on NBC, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Without Michael Parsons, by the way. Michael Parsons was traded to the Green Bay Packers for 2 first-round picks and defensive tackle Kenny Clark. So, without Parsons, and Parsons will be donning number 1 instead of number 11. He will don number 1. And also got paid $198 million 4-year extension. Parsons, that's all Parsons wanted to do. But Cowboys couldn't seem to get that picture and didn't want to really pay the man, or you want to make the man wait. And then so many stories, it was like back and forth thing. Like, I didn't say that. My agent ain't said nothing either ways. Like, you wanted me to negotiate with you without my agent being present, and my agent's the one that's getting paid to do that. I can see why he kind of just like, all right, I'm gone. Like, usually when they say, can I get a trade request, you want to keep that person if you value that person, but I guess they didn't really value them. And Michael Parsons, I think, is going to fit very well with the Packers defense. Like, I think he's going to fit well. Like, y'all got him for basically a bag of chips and some cookies, basically. Parsons is on par to make the Packers defense be in the top tier. Now, for Bears fans, we was like, okay, Michael Parsons got traded, but then we found out who? To the Packers? No. Packers is like the Bears' kryptonite. And in the same division as us. So that means only person who ain't got to worry about him is Jordan Love, which took me back to a couple years ago where Jordan Love was on Michael Parsons' podcast, and it was like, well, this is like site here, and we would like to see it. And he was like, I'm a Cowboy for lifer. I guess that changed. Now, y'all on it. It was foreseen. Now it's here. So embrace it. But quarterbacks in the NFC, run. Parsons is coming. Hopefully our offensive line with the Bears can hold up, and others at that point. But hey, he's here. Run. Dolphins offensive linebacker coach Ryan Crow will remain on indefinite leave. He was arrested on a battery charge this past Friday, so he will remain on leave, on administrative leave indefinitely following his arrest last week. And they're going to let the process play out. And, you know, McDaniel, first thing he says, the allegations we take extreme seriousness with. And that's to protect the team. So to be on the team is a blessing. And that you have a regard for things much bigger than yourself. Rule number 1 is to protect the team for reasons such as that. And that one was violated. So we'll see what happens with him on that regard. Definitely will see. Panthers are bringing back wide receiver Hunter Renfrow and place wide receiver Jalen Coker on IR. So they did move him to the active roster, and we gonna see him this upcoming week as football begins. Wide receiver Adam Thielen is returning to the Minnesota Vikings and also taking a $2 million pay cut, but he is returning to the Minnesota Vikings. Where's Sam Darnold? J.J. McCarthy. Get to throw him the ball, and he can go up there and catch it and get it. Miami linebacker Adarius Hayes is charged with Villiker homicide, 3 counts, and has been suspended by the team. Now, he's in college, and it's like, hopefully things is not as serious as it will be, but to be charged with a vehicular homicide, 3 counts, your football career might be over, depending on, like I said, what they decide, what the judges decide, but your career might be over. College football, we got North Carolina taking on TCU. That game is happening tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on ESPN. So I'll be able to catch that game. But we did have an exciting first week of games already. Like Illinois taking on Western Illinois, and they demolished Western Illinois 52-3. The Colorado Buffalo, they lost a close game. They lost a nail biter, and basically came down to a Hail Mary play. But like I said, it was the first game, close game. They did look good. Like they said, they did look good. We had Georgia Bulldogs take it on Marshall Thundering Herd. 45-7 was the final on that. Ohio and Texas came down to the wire. That was 14-7, so that was literally a touchdown, a field goal. Florida State getting to Alabama, unranked by the way. Unranked Florida State going 31-17 to Alabama. There was no roll tying today. Definitely was no roll tying today. Penn State taking on the nifty Nevada Wolfpack, which was 46-11. Penn State taking that, but they ranked number 2, so you wouldn't expect nothing less. Like, we didn't have too many upsets, but we had some upsets, but not too many upsets. Where, like, unranked, other than Iowa State, who's ranked 22, upsetting Kansas State. Oh, and UCF demolishing Boise State 34-7. So rank is gonna be different come next week. Like, yeah, come for week 2, rank is gonna be a whole lot different. But we gonna see what goes on. We did have some good accolades though. So, Army football player Larry Pickett Jr. rescues a man from a burning vehicle. And it was him with the help of his father. They pulled a man from a crash car just before it burst into flames near the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. So, that's a good move right there, you know, going to the rescue, pulling the man out the car, helping, and everybody getting away safety. That's a great thing. Michigan linebacker, which was funny. So Michigan linebacker Jashawn Braham, he was suspended of the first half of this week's game against number 18 Oklahoma after a target call was upheld following an appeal that happened last year. So since it happened last year, it still has carryover. That's one of the rules in NCAA, which is why he was suspended for the first half of the game. Couldn't play in the first half at all, but he was able to play the second half. But that's the reason why. So, Tennessee Volunteers secondary starting quarterback Ricky Gibson III will be out for an extended period of time after injuring his left arm in Saturday's season opener win against Syracuse. Gibson, he's a returning starter, left side of his game in the second quarter. Now, they didn't specify what the injury was, so I'll let you know, but it will be an extended period of time that he misses in that regard. So let's keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Back on the NFL, Titans wide receiver Calvin Ridley is in the better headspace now in year 2 with the Titans. That submission made him stronger, as well as coping with mental issues, whatever mental issues he had. He's ready for the season, ready to take on 2. And Cam Ward is going to be your quarterback, so let's see what he can do, what the young cat can do. So we going to see that. We're going to check that out. In the meantime, between time, we going to give you some more music here on Dragon Sports Live. I got GS or G5 Flight here on Dragon Sports Live, followed by a personal by LLL Nobi here on Dragon Sports Live. Be sure to check any podcast out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts. This is Dragon Sports Live, and this is Flight by G5 here on Dragon Sports Live.
How many times I gotta tell the devil we on? I pull up, share the word, catch a body, we gone.
Do it, yeah. Flight, yeah. Take out, days. No more days out, Work, it go pay out, Work, no more days out, Flight, yeah. Take out, days. No more days out, Work, it go pay out, Work, no more days out, I praise him on high, that's not a low. You hating on the team, that's a no. Powered up with the book, then I go. Living water got me leaning like a chore. Please stop with the talking about my past.
Unless you wanna talk about my dad. I was hurt, living out of bag. Now I'm back, getting to the bag. Had a minor setback for a major comeback. I was playing touch, they were playing contact. I was cool with the outcome, tell them run that. Had to get the lane from around me, then I done that. Turn my eyes to the Lord, told God I'm still here. The homie hit my line, told me God's still near. This for the squad, don't do it out of fear. OD, blacked out, head up, drop a tear. Flight, take off, days, no more days out, work, it go pay out, work, no more days out, flight, take off, days, no more days out, work, it go pay out, work, no more days out, I don't like the last two letters in my last name, we on. I'm back, but I gotta grab my bags from the bag claim. Come on. How many times I gotta tell the devil we on? This a free town like Sierra Leone. I don't whisper when I talk about a hater, we grown. Now you got a deal when I told you leave me alone. I pull up, share the word, catch a body, we gone. Recognize no compromise on the shirt, we known. In a different zone, rocking with the king on the throne. King talk, this is really what it mean to be home. I'm relaxed, kick up my feet. Do that to them, don't do that to me. They'll try to charge you a fee. It ain't the Lord, if it ain't for free. If it ain't for free. Flight, take off, days, no more days out, work, it go pay out, work, no more days out, flight, take off, days, no more days out,
No, I meant it. Your love really on my wish list. Call me back if you hear this. I don't wanna be so distant. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. It can always be worse, you know. Promise I will quit, don't ever let me go. Take myself apart, yeah, I get surgical. I be in my head, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. So personal. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. I like your heart, I read the signs. I love your mom and I love your vibe. A little bit different from those guys that broke your heart 1,000 times. I love your face, I love your eyes, I love your legs and I love your thighs. I love your hug, smell, clothes and hair. And the way you care, I love your touch, kiss, lips, stare. And the way you're there. Change your bags to a Birkin, step out designer, you earned it. Was never taught how to love you, but give me time, I'ma learn it. But I know like one thing for certain, my understatement, you're perfect. It can always be worse, you know. Promise I will quit, don't ever let me go. Take myself apart, yeah, I get surgical. I be in my head, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. So personal. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. It can always be worse, you know. Promise I will quit, don't ever let me go. Take myself apart, yeah, I get surgical. I be in my head, don't take it personal.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was LOL Nobi personal here on Dragon Sports Live. Gotta keep forgetting that I have the auto mix on, so sometimes it start fading to other music, and I'm like, no, that I don't want that song yet. No, gotta remember, gotta pay attention to that. Oh well. On the hard courts right now, Jeremy Lin, guard that started Linsanity, has announced his retirement, calling it quits after living the wildest of his childhood dreams. He took the NBA by storm in 2012 during the stretch of games for New York that was dubbed Linsanity, but has announced his retirement from professional basketball. Now, Jeremy Lin was most recently playing professionally in Taiwan, made the announcement via Instagram Saturday night. He spent 15 years knowing that one day I will walk away, and yet actually saying goodbye to basketball today has been the hardest decision that he's ever made. But, like I said, congrats on the retirement. Enjoy your time over there. Relax. But he finished his career averaging 11.6 points and 4.3 assists in 480 games for the Knicks, Golden State Warriors, Houston Rockets, Lakers, Charlotte Hornets, Brooklyn Nets, Atlanta Hawks, Toronto Raptors. He won an NBA championship with the Raptors in 2019. That was his final NBA season. So he is going down as a champion, and he's, like I said, well deserved. And yeah, but congrats to the retirement. Enjoy yourself. Germany's guard captain Dennis Schroeder was the target of racial abuse at the Euro Basketball League, which is one thing, to talk trash to him, but it's another thing to do racial abuse, like making monkey sounds as he's shooting free throws at the game. Now that fan, so one fan was banned from attending the rest of the tournament. Officials say it was two people that were identified as the alleged perpetrators of the abuse and was subsequently ejected from the arena and Tempe later. But yeah, one fan was identified by video and would not be permitted to attend the rest of the events at Euro Basketball. Germany did get that win over Lithuania though, 107-88. So they did get that. But yeah, that's not okay. It's not okay at all. Like, many players go through these things, and definitely, let's see where we go from there. We even had Dallas Mavericks waiving 23 first round pick Oliver Maxence Prosper via a stretch provision, so he will still get paid throughout the years. It won't be a straight cap, a big old cap hit to them, but they waived him, and they just said, call it quits. Hopefully the young prospect can get picked up, but we'll see. You never know. He might can go to the G League, he might go overseas, and then come back better than ever. We'll see. Did y'all know? Did you know that Dawn Staley had interviewed for the Knicks coaching job? She would have took the job if they hadn't decided to go a different route and hire Mike Brown. She definitely would take the job, because that would have been another barrier broken. Like, we would have had the first NBA team to have a female head coach. That would have made moves. And she's from Philly. It's the New York Knicks. But like I said, instead they hired Mike Brown. But that would have been the move right there. Like, aside from Staley, the Knicks had spoke with Memphis Grizzlies Taylor Jenkins, New Orleans Pelicans assistant James Borrego, Minnesota T-Wolves assistant Micah Norrie about the job prior to hiring Brown, who previously coached the Sacramento Kings, as well as the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Los Angeles Lakers. I forgot that he had coached them. So that was they big squad out. So that was that. Like I said, it's been good on that. The Milwaukee Bucks will bring Thanasis Antetokounmpo on a 1-year deal. And 1-year deal is $2.9 million. Like I said, currently playing on with the Greek national team at the Euro basketball. Antetokounmpo, 33, last played for the Bucks during the 23 season, seeing a minimal action in 34 games of the bench and averaging less than a point per game after being with the team since 2019. And he was off the Bucks roster last season while dealing with his injury. But career averages 2.4, 1.6, and 7.7 minutes in 198 regular season games. So he's back for one more year. Gonna do a 1-year deal there, 1-year deal here. He gonna be there. Free agent Gary Payton II is launching a professional skateboard league, joining a growing movement of athlete-led leagues aimed at providing year-round relevance to Olympic and action sports. The Skateboard Association co-ed a 6-team street skateboard league plans to hold its inaugural 10-game season next summer in Big Bear Lake, California. Payton, who last played for the Golden State Warriors, told he found the league with partners Royce Campbell and Sheldon Lewis because of his childhood love for skateboarding. Growing up, I always wanted to be a skateboarder. Skate park is right next to the basketball court. I skate with my friends, and then I skate the park and I hoop. That's how he was that, so that's why he wanted to start a skateboard. And he looked like he'd be doing skateboarding when he not being a glove junior. But hopefully they re-sign him, because currently he's a free agent. But like I said, hopefully the Warriors re-sign him. Let's see. Hope so. So hope he get re-signed and go back to it. Luka Doncic rare Euro triple-double carries Sylvania to the win. And Giannis keeps Greece perfect. Luka had that a triple-double to power Slovenia to an 89-69 victory over Belgium on Sunday, and its first win at Euro basketball. Giannis returned with 27 points to help Greece stay perfect with a 94-53 rout of Georgia. So, and what's significant about Doncic is that Luka became the youngest player to reach 400 Euro basket points since Tony Parker in 2007 at 25 years old, which is crazy. You that tall and you slim down that much, like you're ready for the NBA season to come back. So that is definitely cool. On the women's side, Canada returns to lead the dream to a crucial victory. Jordan Canada was out 8 games, but returns to lead the dream to victory over the Sun, 93-76, and moved into second place, tied with Las Vegas in the WNBA standings. Like I said, Jordan Canada missed 8 games with a hamstring injury. Last played on August 10th. On Monday, coming off the bench for the first time this season, scored 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting from the field in 20 minutes of playing time. So that's good that they get him back. And like I said, moves it up. It's gonna be a crazy. Looking at the standings, like just going off that, looking at the standings, it's definitely gonna be crazy because you can drop from 1 to 8, basically. Yeah, you can drop 1 for 8, and the Minnesota Lynx clinch home field. They got the best record in the league at 31-8. Also got home court advantage as well throughout the playoffs. Aces are in Dream, like I said, they both are tied right now, with the Aces currently on top, going off the conference standings. But the Aces are on a 12-game win streak right now. Dream is on a 2-game win streak. So we got that. We got the Phoenix Mercury clinch the playoff spot. Dream clinch the playoff spot, as well as the Aces. Now the fight's on between, it's gonna be seeding. You got Storm, Golden State, and Liberty, and possibly the Los Angeles Sparks winning it. But like I said, they gotta win out. They do play today on NBA TV, with the Dallas taking on Minnesota Lynx on NBA TV as well, and Atlanta taking on, we had Dream taking on the Sun, but like I said, they won that game, so now it's down to the wire of that. The Dallas Wings had to rush to sign players in the previous game to the Dream, because they didn't have the 8 minimum players available on there. So we shall see. Liberty had to shake off their latest bite from injury bug to beat the Washington Mystics 89-63 on Thursday night, with Sabrina Kausu as well as Jaquel Jones out for the game. Brianna Stewart and Ema Meza and Maureen Johan stepped up to lead the Liberty in a rout of the Mystics to solidify and hold on a 5th place in the standings as the season enters the home stretch. So it's almost that time, guys. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. Stay tuned for another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I am Dante Payne, and I will be signing off. Catch you